veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop
all fueled up.
We
got DEF, got our windows clean. It's time to hit the road. Get on down here.
I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say.
What was trucking school like? Nerve-wracking. Trucking school was nerve-wracking, especially when you quit your job or your career and you decide to change everything. The school I chose to go to was 6 hours away. It was a 3-week school, which I'm glad I did a 3-week school because I was needing to get back to work as quick as possible. But honestly, they don't teach you enough to get out here in this road and try to make a living. It's just, they teach you what you need to know to pass your CDL and to push you on through. The first week I was there, it was all classroom. You learn everything you need to learn to pass your CDL test. You're also going to take your physical, your medical exam, you know, sign any contracts that you have. And what I mean by that is, like for me, they found me a company that was close by them, where that company, as long as I worked for them for 9 months, would pay for my school. But like I said, I had to work for them for 9 months. But if you're under a contract like that, you'll fill out your contract paperwork for that. Your second week is normally going to be a backing week. They teach you how to straight line back and 45. And I say they teach you, I mean, you start to get the gist of it and the feel for it, because that's all you do for 12 hours a day is just back. Pull forward, back. Pull forward, back. The only problem is the way they teach you is a formula using cones and reference points and this and that. And that does not help you in the real world at all. You're not going to have cones, okay? It's not going to be wide open. It's completely different. You're not going to have markers. A lot of these places aren't anything but a dirt lot. Those little formulas they teach you, you might as well throw them out. You need to focus on your pre-trip and what you need to do to get past that test. That's it. But everything after that, throw it out. That's another thing. That's a lot you got to learn in your pre-trip. The school I went to, you had to pass every Friday everything you're supposed to do that week to move on to the next section, right? So like I said, the first week was getting your permit. The second week is passing your backing. Not necessarily a pre-trip. That's going to be on your third week. But you got to pass your backing, your straight line, your 45, stuff like that. Your third week is going to be alley docking along with straight line backing, 45. But you're only going to get that for half a week. The other half of the week, you'll spend time. Normally, I got about 2 hours a day for 2 to 3 days out in a truck on the road doing 55 miles per hour. And they teach you how to go straight, how to make turns through the city, and how to do emergency stops. It's really not a lot of time to learn how to do all this. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's just enough time if you study hard and practice how to pass your CDL. Okay, how to learn your pre-trip. Know what you're talking about on your pre-trip. Don't just run through the motions. You need to know when you name something off what that part is and what that part does. Otherwise, all you're doing is hurting yourself. Know how to do your in-cab pre-trips, your brake checks, your leak down tests. And then, like I said, at the end, know how to do your backing. Once you get through all that, like with me, I had a couple of days off, but then I went straight to the company I worked for. And the company I worked for, they did a 2-week grad class, I guess you'd say. And what that is the first week you ran around with their trainer around the yard, learning how to back into docks, slide your tandems, hook up and unhook from trailers, along with everything else that you learned at school. You'll do that for a week. And then I was fortunate to have the trainer that I had, because he's normally a local guy that filled in for training. Man, he was laid back. We would do the stuff on the yard and everything, and then the second week we would go out. Man, he would ask him if we could take a full load of cotton or something. That way we would see what it felt like hauling a heavy load. He'd show us how to go through the hills and down the mountains and stuff like that, because I was out east, so there was a lot of hills, a lot of mountains, how to run your jakes, which was cool, because you're not going to get that a lot of places. You go to Swift, you're not going to get that at Swift. Swift's going to ride you around on the highway at 65 miles an hour, you know, for a few weeks. Then they're going to throw you in the truck and tell you to go. That's it. I mean, he helped out a lot. After I did 2 weeks of that with him, you get assigned your trainer. And what this is, you got to do 4 weeks and X amount of miles. I don't remember how many miles it was with a trainer before you even get your own truck. The first trainer I had, me and him didn't get along, which is one thing. If you get a trainer and you and your trainer do not get along, talk to your dispatcher or your human resource department and let them know, because he is going to make or break you for those next 4 weeks or however long you got to be with a trainer. This is somebody you got to live with and get along with. And if you can't live and get along with them, you're going to be miserable. You're going to fail, or you might fail, or he might fail you and keep you there, saying that you're not ready over and over. So if you get somebody y'all just don't mesh, get somebody else. But now I'm going to tell you, your first company you go to, especially if they pay for school, it's not going to be your best company. Okay, all you're looking for is a company to make it that first year, because your first year trucking is going to suck. I'm just going to let you know right now. Okay, you're not going to be home that much, and if you are home, like I was promised I'd be home on the weekends, I only had 34 hours I was at home. And that clock started as soon as I stopped my truck. Okay, it wasn't as soon as I got home. I had to park my truck over an hour away from my house, and my 34-hour reset started right then. I had enough time to go home, wash my clothes, do my laundry, go shopping, because I meal prep, and cook my meals, and get back to my truck and load it up and head out and sleep one night. That's it. I'd get home on a late Friday night. I was leaving on a Sunday. And that's just part of it. You got to put in your dues. So when you get your first company, just make sure you get the best company that suits you, but just understand that you're not going to get the best company where you're going to want to stay. That's why these companies go through such a high turnover rate. They don't pay much, they leave you out, and you don't get much home time. They're going to get their money out of you for what they paid for you going to school, and 9 out of 10 times you're going to tear something up and it's going to cost them money. So it's understandable. You're not going to have a great truck, you're not going to get a lot of home time, you're not going to make a lot of money. So just know that going into it. Don't expect the best until you put in your dues. after my lunch break. When I stopped, I like to get out and just walk around the truck for a minute. My tires. Just make sure everything's looking pretty good.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen, I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering, negativity is a plague for the mentally weak, no mercy, all I got is working, never stop searching, never quench the thirsty, I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it, it's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving, got my foot on gas, never stop competing, if you break like glass then this life's gonna eat 'em, make mistakes real fast then you learn how to beat 'em, if you take off the cast you can see all the healing, if the pain's in the past move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas, no never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic, sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play I want it, you know that I'm always honest, stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything, it's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy.
We're here, but I gotta wait on this car to come out. It's still too busy for me to park up in there, but I guess I'm just gonna sneak my truck up here on the side until all the cars clear out and I can get up in there here in a little bit. But I think I'm gonna end this this trip right here. Maybe I might show them getting unloaded tomorrow, but for now y'all take care. I'll catch you on another day.
The pain's in the